What? Know that we pushing B, no pushing me. Hands tied, ran up a lead. I got the case, ain't got no beef. All straight wins, Miami Heat like 100 feet high above, like you can't believe. Every time rappers are treated, no matter what, we keep a G. Like who? Bow down to me, tiptoes in Louis V. Crystals all on my teeth, 100 shows, could you believe? Like ooh, I got the keys, tearing up all of these sheets. Working know that I'll defeat until the end. My name is T. Like who? Bitch, like who? Now let me just remind you, I left, I know it's been a few. Cashed up on checks with foreign dues. I take my time to pick and choose. I keep the grind to get the views. With all respect, you gonna lose. But I ain't done yet, it's a project. To the tippity top, yeah. I'm a monster, be gone with. No, we fucking up contact. From the bomb shed to the homestead, we with the crew going through all tread. From what's ahead to the best spread, I keep it one till we all dead. Like woo!
Hello!
Versatility Steve.
I love you, brother.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah. Whoa. Verses come expedited, you so excited. Between bars we stay united. Overseas stars and afar invited. Making big hits cause these flames ignited. Like woo, I seem unsighted. Big talkers, you not invited. Ain't a shocker that I'm so delighted. Cause every day she be provided. Like woo, your turn indicting. Take a second and try providing. Take a second, you can't recite it. Y'all follow and are so misguided. Like woo, it's many-sided. Life thrills, I stay ignited. Through the lows and through the sighted. And every time I leave it frightened. Like woo, switch up the flow, money comes and money goes. Many bars and many hoes, can't love them all, leave me exposed. They do, it really shows. Trust yourself and close the doors. Trust yourself and trust yourself and trust yourself and pass out and back, beat stop like cardiac. Meat shop, so many racks, I'll lead them up like guess who's back. It's me, you hearing that? Crowd screams, they love me back. Almost done, all on this track, I'll drink one now. Cheers to that.
You know what it is, baby. Tello. We out here representing from Vernon, BC with my boy Bell. Balls with Bell, you know what it is. Coming straight to you.
Okay, bro, how'd you come up with your name?
Oof. So this one's probably one of the deepest questions, to be honest, with the whole music thing. Tello originated from my father, whose last name was Tello, right? So it's my last name, but I'm actually carrying on his last name because he only had one son and he passed away in a plane crash, which was fairly traumatic when I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
So I always kind of wanted to just carry on his name, you know what I'm saying? Make a legacy and you know, he can be part of it.
Right.
Because he taught me and made me who I am, a lot of who I am today.
Right.
And realistically, like everything I do, inspiration's him, think of him, looking to make him proud type thing.
Right.
So essentially, yeah, Tello's his last name. I'm carrying on my dad's legacy.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Now you lived in Vernon your whole life?
No, dude, I grew up in West Kelowna since pretty much, I was born in Kelowna, grew up in West Kelowna, went to school there, and then just recently well, I guess not so recently anymore, but in grade 6, I moved out to Vernon. But I've always been in the Okanagan. I love the Okanagan.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking recently about going to, you know, Toronto, going to Vancouver, going to somewhere else. It just feels super, super oversaturated at this point. And I feel like until you're, you know, already huge in the stars, this is a fantastic place to grow. You know, everybody knows each other. It's the most beautiful part of Canada, in my personal opinion.
Community is super tight.
Absolutely.
What age did you start getting into music and like really taking off?
Right. So music, I was always into like drama, acting, modeling. I started modeling a few years ago with a company in Kelowna called Numa. It was way too expensive. Didn't enjoy it like I thought I would. But then I went into drama, which is kind of, you know, hand in hand, modeling, acting, music. And I took some music drama classes. We did some plays and stuff. And my homie at the time, who was my producer, his name was Lil Boozy or Jaden. He actually did all the sound engineering for all the shows and everything when we would perform. And he'd be the man up there in the deck, like just everything on lock, right?
Yeah.
So me and him one day, we're like, dude, we should just make a song. Like, everyone's doing their stuff, prepping for the show. We're sitting in the booth, like, just writing Like I think we pumped out like 2 or 3 songs in like
Nice.
just an hour, just messing around.
Yeah.
So then I went home, recorded it. He produced a beat. So he produced the beat first, obviously. Then I recorded it, sent it to him, mixed and mastered it, and we put it out. It was called No Handle. That was the first song. That was probably about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And then since then, I'd say I've been taking it really serious in the last like 2 years.
Nice.
Last 2 years, we've been dialing in. This year in specific, popping off with shows, music every month and a half. Like it's been solid. So I'm crazy appreciative for how far, we've came.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And we're all going up still. Still.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
sir.
got a full album out on like Apple Music or anything like that?
I don't have an album. I have from like 2 years ago when I
Yeah.
first started. I had this EP that I dropped called the Mumble EP.
Yeah.
And I dropped that. I think it was like 4 songs. It's been so long I don't even remember, to be honest. But no, I aside from that project, it's just steady singles.
Right.
I feel like, don't get me wrong, like I have an audience and they're fantastic, but it's a better marketing strategy to put out more singles, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get that more exposure. Still looking to find my sound, to be honest. I love doing a little bit of everything right now. A little West Coast inspiration, you know, a little R&B, like slower type of music. But within the next, year or 2 years, depending on how things go, I definitely have enough music for an album, so it might be coming up. Yeah.
Who is like your biggest inspiration?
My dad, of course.
Yeah.
Always the man, well known, well respected for many reasons. But also, I gotta say, G-Eazy, bro. I love anybody on the West Coast. YG, G-Eazy, E40, all of them guys. They just crazy, bro. Your hips don't lie when you hear that music. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, though, they make bangers, dude. I just love that style, that California West Coast. But G-Eazy in specific, and I also found that's because he had the same relationship where it was only solely him and his mother, and I could relate to a lot of what he was talking about in music.
Yeah.
And it just came to be. Yeah, it came to be him. Super talented. Hope to make a song with him someday.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's when I can say I've made it. When I made a song with my idol. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Oh yeah, brother.
I know you have the one music video. Do you have any other music videos?
I have Rolling Loud, which I released in January, and then I have Butterfly with, that's the one that OK Valley Entertainment directed.
Right.
Sick video. That was my first ever music video, and I gotta say, probably the best day of my life. No lie. Not even kidding, bro. It was just, everything was so stressful and so uncoordinated, and at the last minute, everything just fit together. It was flawless. We had a fucking, $300,000 car do a burnout for us. Like, it was more than I could have asked for our first shoot.
Yeah.
So I was stoked on that. But Rolling Loud was my second, and I think I got like 2 or 3 treatments I'm writing up right now. So they're in the works, definitely coming soon. Yes, sir.
And you got a few shows coming up?
Yeah, bro. We just had one of the biggest of my career in Hilo, Hawaii with Afro Man. He came down. He's been touring a little bit of the U.S. and now I think he just started his Canadian tour.
Yeah.
So we're also hopping on. He has a show on 31st of Halloween, so on October, at Status Nightclub, and then he has one in Vancouver, and those are local enough for me to attend. So we're gonna pop off with those, and I'm thinking, if all goes well, Dax. You know who Dax is? Yeah, we might hop on his show next month as well.
That's dope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's good, dude. I love performing. It's definitely, there's a lot of work. Most artists know, a lot, photographers, videographers know, like 90% of the work goes on behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
So that, 95, 99% goes on behind the scenes. So that 1 to 5% of work of getting on stage is just like the best, most high. So I'm trying to do that as much as possible. And it's great for, exposure developers.
Yeah.
So
You do lots of local shows and stuff like that, obviously?
yeah, I try and focus within the Okanagan because, like I said, like it's better to grow. So I started off in Vernon. Now I'm more expanding. I actually want to move to Kelowna.
Yeah.
Back to Kelowna. But I feel like conquered Vernon. Everyone knows me in Vernon. I've been here for a long time. You go out, everyone's like, yo, 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 and likewise, right? A small town, everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
Kelowna would be the next step up, just expanding that bubble. But yeah, I'll perform Kelowna, Vernon, Okanagan surrounding areas. I got a good crew, some good support in Vancouver as well.
Right.
But yeah, definitely looking and Hawaii, of course.
Yeah,
Love Hawaii. We got family out there, so everyone came together for that Afroman show. It was great. Yeah, it was good stuff.
You play any instruments or anything, or
Oh.
just rap?
Dude, I three things I've wanted to do my whole life. Okay, acoustic guitar. I think it's just fucking incredible. The best instrument in my opinion.
Yeah.
Next, piano. Love piano, bro. People who can do that and just take the time and the skill it takes is incredible. And I think you can use that in this industry in so many ways to your advantage. So I'd love to learn that as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then third, singing, bro. I really want to learn, develop my voice. Like I can do a little, R&B type shit, which is fun. But like actually learning how to sing, like I'm trying to think who some singers I look up to. Charlie Puth is incredible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's even some rappers that are super, super talented. Like A Boogie's super talented. He doesn't even like sing, but he has that rap sing flow. I love that middle ground. Lil TJ, like all that type of stuff. Yeah, I love to get there. I'm thinking I am working on a few R&B, lighter, slower projects too. So I get that going. Yes, sir.
What inspired that? Your mom listened to lots of R&B back in the day?
Honestly, I think I've just listened to so much rap music that it just kind of takes a toll. You're like, I need to switch it up.
Right.
I need to hear something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yes, my grandpa, we call him Papa. We don't even call him grandpa. He'll slap you across the face. You know what I'm saying? Very traditional, straightforward, great guy. He actually always listened to R&B. Yeah,
Right.
always. So I was always put on by that. Now that I think about it. And I've always just had an appreciation for all genres of music.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think those are the two that interest me the most is rap and R&B.
Right.
So
Do you make any of your own beats?
I've tried. I do a lot of my own audio engineering, so mix and mastering, but I do not produce. No. I very rarely produce, and that would have been some of my first songs that I produced. Yeah, usually I have local producers here, or I'll hop on BeatStars, or I'll DM and do some, networking with some artists in Cali, across the world. There's this really good guy. His name's Henny Boy Zoo. Super, super talented. I think he's out of Idaho. There's a lot of really great, producers. So, I mean, the more self-efficient you can be, though, the better. That's why I'm trying to dial into this audio engineering thing, right? Absolutely.
So how much of a hands-on do you have with that? Do you work with anybody and build the beat, or is it mainly just like
Right.
one that you like?
I'm super, super picky.
Yeah.
Like incredibly picky. Like I'll go through 100 beats before I find a beat that I fuck with. Like honestly. So I don't know if we're allowed to curse in here.
Well,
But yeah, dude. But I love to produce a beat, like hands-on and have more involvement. Obviously, I've been like, add some snares here, add some this here, cut this, move the chorus here, like all that traditional stuff. Add a sample here. I'd love that. But I haven't actually had like the full, piece by piece by piece, adding the layers on with a producer myself, except for like that very first song I made with my band in the studio. So yeah, but I'd love to do that. I'd love to learn someday with that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes sir.
Is there anybody local that you're trying to collab with?
There's some dope people up in the Vancouver area for sure. There's some really talented artists. It's just like I said, it's hard because it's so oversaturated.
Yeah.
Everyone's overlapping, trying to be better, and but there's some hidden gems there. Absolutely. I'd say I think me and Raider have a song coming out. Raider Boy 2500. Me and Tokyo probably have another song coming up. Tokyo Jellic. My boy Mannix from Kelowna, super talented. D-Walk is another good artist out of Vancouver area. Yeah, he makes a lot more R&B rap music. Yeah, people here, because I think it would benefit us equally. And there's been some people I've been watching, so maybe some surprise ones, in the near future. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Is there anything you want to talk about? Is there anything coming up you want to announce and talk about? You already said the Afroman thing.
Yeah, the Afroman show is gonna be big. I'm super, super stoked for that. That's probably gonna be my second biggest concert next to the one in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
So I'm stoked. It's sold out officially. That's super exciting. So come, and if you can't make it, I mean, it's sold out already, so I'm sorry for your loss, but come post up to one of the other shows. We do got one in Vancouver, like I mentioned. I'm looking at really, really soon here opening a full merchandise brand. So I got like my own exclusive merch, right? Like Tello on the back, Tello, classic but I'm thinking of it releasing like a full-blown brand, not with my name on it, and it's all fucking just super hard streetwear. I got some new shirts with some Dobermans on them. I got some shirts with some doves and some, like, it's just so clean, bro. I hand design everything myself, so I'm really proud of that and looking really excited to, you know, announce it to the world and get that out there. Aside from that, I just work on web design, you know, in my spare time. Love doing that for people, helping out, supporting artists, you know, helping developing brand marketing. I've been really inclined and interested in all that.
And you handle all that stuff like independently, right? Like you don't really
Independently.
have like any label or anyone helping you.
1000%, bro. I do all my graphic design, web design, merchandising, everything top to bottom, because I think the more independent you can be, the more money you can make, the more money you save. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about it. Audio engineering, bro, you go spend 200-300, if not more. That's low end for a mix and master. You know what I mean? You go spend $200 for an album cover. Like, you do that all myself. So, I mean, I used to be a YouTuber, bro. So way back then, I had all that. I had that foundation, and I just kind of grew off of that. And now we made it here. Yeah. And
So do you make any of your own music videos too, then?
no, I have not made. I have not. No. Like directed, you mean? Like directed other people's music videos?
No. Just like if you filmed your own music videos.
No, I always have someone lead me. I write up the treatment, like 80% of the treatment most of the time, and make sure it's how I want it. Because, like I said, I mean, I'm a perfectionist, bro. So everything has to be right. So yeah, usually just put together the treatment, have a vision. I love collaborating and seeing, you know, the other person's vision, the director's vision. And we just go from there. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'd love to. I love Cole Bennett. Fucking most talented director in the planet, in my personal opinion. Especially in the music scene. Like, he's just so incredible. I watched a podcast with him the other day, and he also inspires me too.
You got TikTok?
I do, bro. I got TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Those are the three big platforms I'm really pushing right now. Because the YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and the Instagram Reels. The algorithm is built for success right now. To be honest, because, like, you know, back then you go on Instagram, you swipe and you look at a post, and it's just like world star, always at the top, You know, always the thing with the most likes. On TikTok, YouTube Shorts, you swipe up, bro, there's someone with 1,000 likes. Swipe up, there's someone with 2 likes. You know what I'm saying? So it's built for musicians. It's built for people who want to build a branding. And I've been pushing this on, you know, all the homies too. Get out there, push your music, do your thing, grind, because you're only destined for success.
So what can people find you at all this?
People can find me everywhere, brother. Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify, Tidal.
What's your ad on TikTok and Instagram?
Oh, I got you. It's at official.tellos everywhere. Every platform is the same. You can also check out my merch on officialtello.com. OFFICIALTELLO.com. And then same with the web design services and all that. Yes, sir. I think we're just coming up on 50,000 streams across all platforms. If we're not already past it, I think we're like 1,000 away, so we're mad close. I'm super hyped for that milestone.
That's a big milestone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that's probably going to wrap up this episode of Bars with Bell. Catch you guys in a few weeks.
You know what it is. Tello out, Bell out. I appreciate y'all. Be easy.
Peace.